talking about a deck that I played here at the 2009 State Championships, or the 2009s, as they were referred to. This is Naya, and the reason I liked Naya is it was very much like Jund in the sense that it played similar cards: Bloodbraid Elf, Great Sable Stag, Lightning Bolt. It had pretty good cards in it, but it was a little different. When I looked at Jund, I saw Jund had some good disruption and lightning, had really good removal in the form of Terminate, Maelstrom Pulse, Lightning Bolt, but its creatures are kind of subpar. The best creature, of course, Bloodbraid Elf and Broodmate Dragon. With Naya, you get to play BaneSlayer Angel, Thornling, Wooly Thoctar. These are all really good creatures, so I was like, well, all of these cards right here are must answers. You have to answer them if you want to win. So I wanted that kind of deck, especially BaneSlayer. I felt like you really need to play BaneSlayer, so I thought Naya would be good. Removal's not as good, but hey, we go ahead and we get better creatures. So let's go ahead and start from the 3 casting cost on up. At 3, of course, we have the standstill little guy here. He is Wooly Thoctar, one of the best aggressively costed creatures. 5/4 for 3 mana, which is the Naya colors. Really good. He's really good to cascade into, and eventually, when I get to the lands, he's really good with Oran-Rief the Vastwood. One of the main reasons I liked him. Great Sable Stag. You might notice I have 3 here. That was originally before the tournament. This was originally Qasali Pridemage. Qasali Pridemage, who is right here, eventually got pushed to the sideboard. He was really good in the beginning, but honestly, I mean, he at times he was a 3/3 for 2, which is really good. It's aggressively costed, but the ability wasn't as good. I mean, it's good in certain matchups. It's really good against Turbo Fog. It's really good against the Jacerator. But I didn't really need to have the main decked. When you're going against the field that is almost 40 to 50% Jund, you might need to have better cards in those matchups so you don't lose round 1. Great Sable Stag filled that role. He's really good on his own, and he's good against Jund, and with Oran-Rief the Vastwood, he is almost nigh unkillable. So, highly recommend that guy. Also able to cascade into him with Bloodbraid Elf, who we have sitting right here on her little throne. Bloodbraid Elf is really good. We don't need to talk about her. Now, let's look at this little guy up here. Master of the Wild Hunt. I've got 3 of these, and originally that was a Naya Angel, the guy that makes birds whenever you play a land with landfall. It's really good, and I really thought Amiria reminded me of Moloku, but instead of having to bounce the land, all you gotta do is play a land. It's pretty good. I need something that was more, give me like long-term inevitability. Master of the Wild Hunt does that. By making the wolves, and especially the Oran-Rief Vastwood, it's pretty ridiculous. Problem is, honestly, in almost every matchup I played against Jund throughout the tournament, as soon as he played, he died. I don't think that guy stood around for very long in any matchup. So, is it better? Is the Ajani Angel? I don't know. You can get value at Ajani Angel on turn 5 if you play him, especially with a fetch line. It's pretty good. Master of the Wild Hunt he's okay. We'll see. Kind of slow. Rounding at the top of the curve, we of course have Thornling and BaneSlayer Angel. Thornling you might be kind of surprised at, but I started off with 1. Really liked him. Jund simply cannot beat Thornling. Jund has no... If you play him on turn 6, which is what you should do because you have the indestructibility, really, really good. And then against other decks, the Haste, Trample, making it 7/1, it's pretty good. I mean, people say that the... damage on the stack makes it worse because you can't make him a 7/1, put damage on the stack, and then make him a 1/7 to make sure he doesn't die ever. But you know what? I think it's fine that you can just give him indestructibility and be fine with it. Then we have BaneSlayer Angel. Don't need to say anything there. Really good card. 4 of them. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the cards. So one of the other reasons I liked about playing Naya is you get one of the best planeswalkers, Ajani Vengeant. So I've got my 4 here. Pretty good cards. I recommend Ajani Vengeant as a 4 of. You can get immediate value out of him with a Lightning Bolt, and that's really good against Boros Bushwhacker. People kind of say that he's too slow, but that 3 life and take out a dude like a Steplings or a Plated Geopede really comes in handy. We also have one as a one of a Chandra Nalaar. Now, when I was building the deck and testing, I really wanted 3 Thornlings, but they felt like a little bit too much to me. And my teammate Stan Bessie, who eventually won the championship here in Idaho, recommended me Chandra Nalaar. He was running it in his control deck, and he said it was really good. So we tested it out, and it is pretty good because it can deal with a lot of the problematic cards. One of them being the sideboard card that Jun brings in, which is the Witch. She's a 4/4 pro white witch, and she has an ability when she comes into play, she deals and gains life. So deals damage equal to mana of vampires and gains that much life. Chandra Nalaar can deal with her immediately, which is a problem because, I mean, it's not a problem, but it's a problem if that guy resolves and she sticks around, because none of your cards can deal with it. Your removal, Path to Exile doesn't kill it, Lightning Bolt doesn't kill it unless you use 2 of them. So you really need something that can just come down, boom, I'll kill you, and then she doesn't even die because she comes in with such an insanely high loyalty of 6. It's really good. So, let's go ahead and look at the spells. Just do a quick little, sorry about the glare on the foil cards. Just quick scan. So here we go. We have 4 Path to Exile, 4 Lightning Bolt, and 3 Naya Charms. Naya Charm actually was fairly surprising in testing. It was a really good regrow. It made you have 7 BaneSlayer Angels, 7 Bloodbraid Elves, and if you, basically, it just makes your card so, oh, you killed my BaneSlayer Angel, well, deal with it again, end of turn, Naya Charm, regrow BaneSlayer Angel, play it again, deal with it again. That's really discouraging for many people. Even any of these cards in this deck, because they were basically all Haymaker, is what I considered them. Every single card in this deck is like, oh man, I don't want to deal with that, oh, I don't want to deal with that. Naya Charm can go, deal with it again. The removal, pseudo removal, does Lightning Bolt, deals 3 damage to a creature. Is relevant. It can come down and be a factor, but the fog effect is actually pretty good because in many situations, say Burroughs Bushwhacker, they go all out. They go, you know, I'm gonna Ranger Rios, get these 2 dudes, play this guy, play a land. I'm gonna kick Burroughs Bushwhacker, and you go, okay, before combat, I'm gonna tap all your guys. Now you just wasted that whole turn that you were gonna go exploding on my face, and I get to stabilize. So I really like this card, so give it a shot. You might like it. It's pretty good. Rounding it out, we got the 4 Lightning Bolt, which is always something you need. Got to wrap it up pretty soon. 7 minutes. You know, these Magic videos, they just go so long. So I'm going to do a quick scan of the lands. Alright. And then rounding it up, we have some basic lands and fetch lands. Some people want to know why I only run Arid Messa. The mana base is fairly difficult, and you really don't need anything more than the 4 fetches. It's one of the reasons why I don't run Knight of the Reliquary. You don't really need it. She doesn't do as much, especially just the 4 fetches. She's only going to be usually a 4/4, which is not too terribly exciting. Sideboard will be listed in the sidebar if you're interested. This was Deck Builder Radio. Brian Greer from Deck Builder Radio and Deck Builders. Have a great day.